Hello, beautiful Geminis. Welcome to your reading. Today we're gonna look into Ollie's face first. This is my black cat. He just came by my window and just became a house cat immediately. His name is Ollie. Comes from Black Olive because he looks like one. Okay? By the way, if you're new here, I am Divine Light and I'm so happy you have joined me today. And in this reading, we're going to look into the energies of the 2025 that we're leaving behind and what's 2026 actually bringing to us. And this is going to be a general overview. And if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give some love, hit subscribe. Subscription is the best and free way to support the channel. And if you would like a private reading from me, I'm going to leave my email in the description box. Go ahead and send me an email. We're going to start out with your coffee cup, and I prepared a special spread for the tarot. We're going to dive into that after that. And then we're going to pull 3 important things you need to know, as well as what is getting activated in your life this timeline, okay? I see already there are 2 pathways opening here. This can be towards the timeline wise, maybe 9th month, 8th month, opening up. There's a cup coming forward, but this can also happen earlier, okay? This means that there's something in your waiting for you, but the pathway symbolizes that you need to be open. You need to be open to walk the path. And you can see there's even a person with a cloak or like a covered. Can be also someone working in like an industry that is like a legal or official. That's why they're wearing like a uniform type of a thing here. And I'm going to put him down so he doesn't drink some coffee and gets super hyper. He's already hyper enough. And so this person is inside of a cup. Cup can usually symbolize our emotions, something that is going to be emotionally satisfying for you. However, this doesn't have to be limited to love, even though in tarot it's always interpreted as love. This can be something that boosts your life force, gives you inspiration, and something that you would love to have in your life in that moment, okay? Another thing I see here inside, this is earlier, like the first 6 months and then following 6 months. We're going to look at it that way. Someone leaning towards you, which has like a clean paper, a clean slate on their back. Kind of seems like the body is like a one piece, like doesn't have any arms or legs. Reminds me of a water sign, maybe like a Pisces, a fish. Fish also can symbolize the opportunities, and there are plenty of fish in the sea indicates options. Some of you, okay, not only inside, you're close by, near, you have access to options, and there are also pathways opening outside your comfort zone here. This can be the 2-3 pathways opening here can indicate maybe you're going to take some action and look for some things outside of you, which will end up bringing like opening doorways, pathways. Another thing though, very important here, we have a person right there, which is swimming. So in your comfort zone, you might also be meeting someone that is bringing some blessings to you, okay? And another thing here though, there's another person right there because it's not very clear to the camera. This person has like a stick or a wand in their hand, which reminds me of the Magician card from tarot, and Magician represents the Gemini. So seems like you're not really using the magic wand in order to create magic. You're probably warding off this person and maybe like shaking the magic wand in front of them in a way to, it's like a wand that protects you, okay? Not like you're casting magic on this person. You're just telling them, okay, first off, let me lay out the ground rules here. So it can be a moment, even though this person's coming with good intentions, that you are learning to draw boundaries this year. Maybe in the past year that you couldn't really make the right decisions for yourself, that you were maybe forced into a certain direction. This year, you will get the chance to practice this newfound power that you have within you. Another thing here I see is there is someone standing. It's just many creatures I see. There's a wolf, fox, first of all, not the wolf, that when we get closer. And then when I get wider, this kind of looks like a pigeon with wing is open. Also another like a person here with a head covering, like a nun wearing a clothing, which she has this angel wings. The pigeon can be symbolizing pigeon or dove, but I feel like a darker color is a pigeon. a good news are going to travel to you, okay? But the fox can be something shadow side of something, and we have like someone covered. This can be something maybe hidden from you this year. Now it is going to be revealed within the next, okay? There's some information maybe hidden from you, or something that you wanted to know that you didn't really get the memo, or ask for information but it didn't get delivered. Seems like someone who is actually very secretive. That's like the non-energy here. That's the head covering energy. They were keeping secrets from you. But because maybe their conscious is not going to be holding it back, or the shadow getting lighted, illuminated here on the fox is going to reveal these things to you. And the thing is, it's not going to get worse. It's going to get better because we have sunlight shining here. It's like, again, very bright. We have 3 different good news also appearing right after that. This 3 pentacles comes together. This can indicate also that you are maybe starting to work with 3 different people. And this can be, doesn't have to be 3, because 3 of Pentacles most of the time symbolizes like an expert that you're going to start to work together with. This can be building a home, like the 3 Pentacles, kind of the triangle is a roof. It's like a representative of a roof. So it can be building a home, or somewhere feels like home to you, okay? And I see there's a frog laying on the ground, but we can only catch the eye of the frog. The body is not really visible. When you start to come together with the people that aligns in the same direction with you, the frog can symbolize there's another 3rd person over that 4th person even out there that has a lot of resources, maybe wants to be a part of the story, okay? This can be a business idea. This can be partnership, a family maybe even coming together, that you're forming a family business and finding someone to support it. This can even be about, even though it's like a relationship, a romantic relationship actually happens between 2 people, can be like maybe you are working with others, and the others in the sense of maybe if you're going through a relationship that you want to save, maybe you're going to go through the therapist and work together in this game. And then it seems like the frog can be the opportunity that is jumping into your life that will actually bring abundance into the situation. It is going to get fixed, because I believe every time, like when you're going through a marriage, and marriages go through a hardship, and if both people, like this is actually a ship that you're riding together, and if you do not participate to try to save from the storm, the ship will sink, okay? And that's why I feel like here the frog can be the resources appearing when you both parties want to save the ship together. The resources appearing, the basically the new sails are appearing for the ship so you can sail in a secure way, and the storm is dying down. It can be indicative of that, okay? Whatever is necessary is coming into your life. And some of you might be even manifesting material success, because I see an elephant here. Maybe long-term investment of one of you is going to come forward. Another thing, there are many symbols here I'm seeing right now. I'm going to mention what they are and then go deep into the meaning. I see the frog here again. And there's a vulture, we have the horseshoe, and we have the elephant. And there's a mountain. They're all on top of the mountain. Mountaintop is snowy, white, bright. Clarity is coming to the situation that you're in here. And the frog indicates the leap of faith. The leap that the faith you will have is actually going to take care of this thing to a long, like a leap of future. Another thing here with the horseshoe is the best luck, the good luck that is going to shine over it, and everything is you touch is going to turn into gold. Basically, everything that you desire, your desires are and needs are going to be magically fulfilled. Elephant symbolizes that this has been maybe something long term that you have been investing in. It is paying off. Or with the horseshoe, with the blessing, with the goodness coming in, you're going to start making a long term plan for yourself. The vulture is a very good symbol because it indicates that there is some things that you're building new, but there is some garbage that you're leaving behind. Even when you're building and constructing something, even from scratch, there's still scrap pieces and the dirt and all that, like the packaging, everything, just there's garbage left behind. Okay, so you need a vulture, you need a garbage picker, you need the pickup, or like you need someone to clean that mess up. And it seems like here universal forces, you can take vulture as universal forces, or if there's a person needed or a situation or like a truck needed, basically that's going to show up to clean that mess so you can have the clean environment, okay, when you start anew. Another thing I see is shadow of a person here, which has another person behind him. That one has letter A, and also the A kind of looks like, to me, angel wings. I see letter S here too, right next to the horseshoe. So this can be a masculine figure walking into your life or you're connecting with. It can be governmental support. This can be a human being. This can be symbolizing a patriarchal system with the good aura, which can be supportive of the things that you want to create. And behind on the shoulder of this person, this can be you as well. Maybe when you decide that you will take action, you're even on top of like a chunk of money here. Resources are going to start align and permits are going to come forth, and the phone calls are going to be like, you know, somebody's going to pick it up and give you what you're needing. So the things are going to align very beautifully here. Another thing I see, there's someone in a triangle box that is protected. There's a smiley face here too, like someone kind of looks like a bird, the big bird from the Sesame Street. Which big bird is yellow? Yellow is the solar plexus chakra, symbolizes the joy center. And it seems like you might have locked your joy in a box. Maybe you don't want to get over excited about things because maybe in the past you had this negative experiences. Whenever you got joy, when you start having fun, something might have actually ruined it. Maybe that's why you want to delay the joy. However, human life is really short. Basically, like, we're not like trees or anything. We just, you know, have a certain limited amount of time. And it seems like that joy blockage, whatever it is, this year is going to be the time that you're going to actually unlock that. You're going to be able to experience joy fully without regret, without thinking something bad is going to happen. Another thing, there's the elephant now smiling right there with the trunk. You can see that. Elephant can symbolize long-term financial security, structure, and also I see the coins actually like raining from the sky. This can be a symbol of, initially you're going to see a long-term investment, but then it can immediately start attracting small but effective like support from divine. This can be coming from the divine or unexpected sources, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see that there are two lines here overlapping, which is extremely interesting, guys. Your desire is something coming really fast, and there's a second one here also, but that one has some time. So it seems like I see the symbol of, kind of looks like a horseshoe. Again, letter D, V, David, the first thing, Vidya, I don't know if that's a name, but like Ayurveda, I think that's something too, like in healing practice. Deva is the name, like a deity. So it can be David too, by the way. It doesn't have to be like an always divine thing. Divine, yes. So the thing here, I see someone is like sulking right there in this middle of this, right behind. I feel like David or this letter person is someone coming forward to actually, like, you're looking at something in a very sulking or sad way. They're going to change your perspective and they're going to show you that there are two different timelines happening actually, and you can choose whichever you want. One of them is a higher one, one of them is a lower one. And I see material, like, number 8 is right there, material success. But the thing is, though, when you ask for material success, when you don't say for highest good of all and harm to none, it can come in a way as like, oh, you get a car crash and there's a compensation there. What happened there is like that there's harm happened. So instead of like praying, give me this much of something, give me that, give me this, for the highest good of all and harm to none, attaching that to your prayer is actually going to, I feel like put a line in between the what can happen in a forceful way or in a flowy way. Another thing, there's to here, you can see these are angel wings as well. You might start to see a lot of like feathers on the floor, like when you're walking on the road, or like birds can, you know, just fly. This can be the angelic power, actually, like letting you know the angels are with you and divine is with you also. And those are the moments that to switch your thoughts from the things that you don't desire, because our mind is like most of the time is monkey mind, it's called. They just jump around and just do different things. They don't have a plan. Our minds, you need to direct it towards pull it towards where you want to go. Okay. And the angel, those kind of wings and the feathers and coming forward can be reminders of that. We have the big bird in your, I don't know if you know the Sesame Street. I grew up with that. So that's why the big bird is like the character I like. So maybe that's also a reminder for you. Another thing I have here with a long beak, this reminded me of a stork. Stork can indicate new baby in the new year. Some of you might be actually manifesting a new baby. And that's why maybe you're sulking or you're not really getting the results that you want. But then the stork is going to deliver it. Another thing is because it's a migrating animal. This can be a new opportunity, as an opportunity of migration for you. Can be mental migration from where you are to the mindset that you want to go. This can be physical migration from one place to another. That's like but think about it in a way that stork never flies to the colder and worse places. They always go to the warmer spots so they can live there better. Like that's the bird's migration overall. I'm not really knowledgeable 100% about the stork migrating. However, that's what the birds do when they do. And we're going to look into 8 different subjects today. And the first one is going to be this year's now. We're not in the 2026 yet, but this year's major lesson, what you have learned, okay? We have 6 of Cups here. Sorrow, it says. 6 of Cups in the original tarot, what we see is there are 2 children. They're playing together, and we see all these cups actually laid out here. This kind of reminds me of like an archaeological site. I don't know if it's right. Archaeological site that they dug up these things. And there's one thing, this is actually intact. This also looks like a historical piece. And the thing is, though, there's sorrow here. The lesson that you learn, the major lesson is you are leaving certain parts of you in the past now. Maybe this can be like you wanted to keep certain parts of you because maybe you thought that is going to be helpful for you, or that's the part that is you're feeling attached to. But it seems like this is a lesson that you have learned now. Some of you might be dealing with a past person and they cause you sorrow. And that's the major lesson. Maybe you're recognizing that you are responsible from your own joy. And we have here the overturned cup of sadness, the dark river of tears, and the purple flowers of grief symbolize the sorrow you feel after a reversal, unfulfilled expectations, separation, or letting go of someone. You drop the emotional depths and hit the rock bottom of depression. Okay, I don't feel like that's the case here, but I'm getting some help from the guidebook because these are not really original tarot. It is also a time of emotional catharsis and purification as you pour your sorrow out. And I feel like this is the main lesson of this year, that you are now learning not to hold on to the past and not to hide yourself, your emotions, because it's a part of you. And this is what you have learned, that if you're feeling sad, sorrow, nostalgic, you can express yourself. And that what happens there is whoever stays with you, supports you, are the real ones, that you will also recognize that. The biggest accomplishment we have, the 9 of Wands. Okay, this is, I don't know which this church is, but this is a beautiful, we have here, cathedral. And what happens with the 9 of Wands is, this is not like the original. We have all these historical, beautiful shapes right there. There's a cathedral, and we have here a big, tall skyscraper here. So it seems like integrity is your achievement. Not only that, I feel like some of you are actually learning to protect what you have created. Maybe you were oversharing your successes with others, and now this is time for you to really protect your own temple. The temple symbolizes the self-respect needed to honor and sanctify your light, the spirit that you are. Integrity means following your own way, your path, being unafraid to stand alone, solitary figure, holding ideals and values that you will not compromise or retreat from. I love that. Why? Because as a sword, as an air sign, people expect Gemini to be always attached to other people. You always want to connect with others, conversate. It seems like this year's lesson is you have learned to stand alone and do not compromise, having a backbone to stand up for yourself and your convictions. You are not conforming anymore to other people's dictations. You have your own path. This year you learned that. What you let go of last year here. Man of Cups is, this is King of Cups, a surfer. Maybe some surfers that you let go, someone actually playing with you, maybe acting in a very romantic, emotional way. However, they weren't really satisfying. This doesn't have to be specifically water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but maybe for some of you, that's the thing. The Cups energy is a little bit more in the emotion side. This can be someone who is actually like emotional, not really like grounded on the reality. Okay, it seems like this is something that you're letting go. This can also be your attitude towards life's challenges. Okay, you are the surfer who feels exhilaration and excitement from riding the emotional highs derived from challenge and danger. The great courage you show as a thrill seeker is symbolized by the horse drinking horn of Thracian Voyagers. So you're probably, another thing that you might have here, you had impulsive activities or doing things that are not really thought through. That can be also an attitude you're leaving behind this year, which can be very useful in the future. What they expect in this upcoming world, we have two of worlds here, reflection. You can see the mountain here, the ice and the snow and the frozen, basically in the space. We have the moon, which is actually freezing degrees, and also we have a lake in front of it. It's like standing still. So this, I feel like, coming to your life, that is going to be a fast-paced environment, but some parts of it is going to be really cold and will require you to actually warm yourself up. Cold in the sense you might find yourself in the environments that are cold, surrounded by cold people. They're only like thinking of themselves, so you need to like cover your own back, and you need to take your time when you need to. Another thing here is maybe there's not much of a movement initially going to happen this year when you started the first maybe 2 months, and that's why you're going to have time to reflect. The moon, winter, pond, and night represent rest and reflection. In this time of physical relaxation and mental contemplation, clarify and crystallize your feelings and plans as symbolized by the snow crystallized water. Okay, so don't act until you're sure. Get away from it all to get perspective. Wait and see. Even though this is the Two of Pentacles, it is intended for that. I feel the energy of Two of Swords in this card. So reflection is actually before making a decision. You're going to really reflect and find which option is going to be most beneficial before you make a decision this year. Okay, upcoming year. And this is actually this year's biggest challenge coming forward, which is, I don't do reversal. I don't know how it got there, but I see the sun now. I cannot drop it. So what's the challenge here? Eight of Worlds is Eight of Pentacles, the change. Eight of Pentacles is planting the seeds and then working hard towards the goal that you have. That's going to be the challenge. But I see the sun want to show up under it with all these gold coins right there. And this is, I think, Tutankhamun's mask here. So it seems like if you keep at it, if you keep changing the world, if you actually work on your desire, we have a gold here as well. That will bring massive gold and prosperity into your life. Okay, let's get to the main theme of the upcoming year. Ace of Wands is excitement, new adventure, illumination, understanding there are things changing, and you will also know not only illumination in the sense of getting enlightened, but also knowing why certain things happened in a certain way. And advice for this year, we have Man of Crystals. Stand your ground, use your logic. The crystals, the inventor, this is actually the King of Swords. This is suggesting that be stoic, okay? The things the world can throw at you, a lot of good passion and something to excite you, also can throw at you things that you need to defend your own territory. But either way, this is your advice. Be crystal clear with your desires and keep being logical. Do not lose yourself in the emotions or in the passion. Like the crystal that generates new perceptions, your mind invents new ideas and knowledge. Be like a scientist experiencing a creative explosion of the mind. The crystal man symbolizes like the extraordinary variety of uses of the crystal, the technological application of your ideas. Both as technician and scientist, revolutionize your world as the crystal has done. So yeah, use your resources, guys. Use your mind and creative aspects of it. And I feel like we're going to go with the meaning of also the King of Swords, and stay stoic no matter what life throws you, okay? And the transition, we have Five of Wands. Let me tell you what Five of Wands is. I feel like most people interpret Five of Wands as a conflict, confusion, maybe competition. But when you deeply analyze the card, it says you see that there are people are wasting their time. Basically, they're not doing anything. And I see that opposition here, like oppression. That's the situation here, okay? You see that they have ties right there, and like the eagle, this is an eagle falling down, kind of just stuck in a web. So this can be a situation you're transitioning from, basically an entrapment, mental entrapment, maybe physical entrapment, or dealing with oppression. Currently, that's what you're going to be leaving behind, okay? Yeah, you're going to bring clarity and order to this kind of messed up situation, okay? That's what the Five of Wands is. You are the one who can tell these people to drop the wands down now. Now I'm going to give you some orders and you're going to follow it. And I feel like that can be the situation at work, at life. Maybe people are looking for direction and you're the one to give them that. Let's clarify last year's major lesson. We have Five of Swords with the Six of Cups. Something that actually maybe wasn't in order. Six of Cups is like something that you were yearning that didn't really show up. And because the lesson is some tricky things were happening behind the doors, okay? So you will see why it didn't work out. That will be clarified, and because there's a hidden aspect and a shady aspect to it. This is biggest achievement we come forth with the integrity, with the Nine of Wands. You actually building a new system for yourself as an emperor right here, that you're maybe even becoming your own boss in some situations. It can be you are the one becoming a leader to a community, or really starting to manage things in a very powerful way. And we have, would you let go? I told you we have maybe a man-child, Man of Cups, or someone who's not really, they're dedicated to the emotion, but they're physically not showing it. It's like all words, but not material. In 3D, you're not really seeing anything. And it seems like Seven of Swords are showing up here. This is what you're letting go. Maybe there's a shady situation that was happening behind your back, and that's what you are realizing this year and letting that go. What to expect this year, we started out to a world, so calmness, balance in decision making, and making the logical decision coming forward. We have Six of Cups again showing up here. So it seems like with whatever this major lesson of last year, you're going to make a decision about that, making this magical, successful decision that will maybe even erase the past or erase the past mistake and renew it in a way that works out for you, okay? And we have here the biggest challenge, the Eight of Worlds, learning something new, mastering your craft, and in the best way possible. Ace of Swords is not only that, maybe some of you mastering that subject in order to teach them someone, okay? It can be presenting it to someone, maybe a TED Talk coming up for some of you. And this can also be writing a book, expressing your ideas, finding a platform that will be your knowledge. That's why the Sun is very powerful here. That will maybe even bring money into your life. And what else we have this year's theme? I told you there's new excitement, passion. We have Ten of Cups, maybe about family, or if you have a chosen family, it can be also experiencing a lot of joy, happiness, abundance with them, and maybe even starting a business together, like pursuing your passion together with them. Men of Crystals is advice for this year. You are actually going to be in a very stable place with logic, and not only that, I feel like you're going to be in that place because you're going to also manifest material stability and satisfaction in your life, and that will lead you to see the things from a higher perspective, from a logical and more stoic approach, basically. When we come to the transition from last year to this one, I told you we have Five of Wands. So yeah, so there is a conflict, there is some confusion, but you are solving it in a way, it turns into a very beautiful harvest. Not only that, you're even like bringing peace into that situation and celebrating. Instead of fighting, you're bringing celebration into that space. This can be even fixing family feuds, and at work, maybe leading to people to a certain direction. They will appreciate your input, really like that input. And also it can be you are being celebrated. Maybe you're resolving a situation in your life that was conflict and complicated. Can be retirement. Maybe you were having a hard time to get your payment or whatever it is. You're resolving in the best way possible that you will actually have the energy of celebration there. Now I'm going to pull the 3 important things that you need to know at this time. Let's see what these things are. Change. I love this for you because we have a white horse. Horses are always a good sign because it means that you are really galloping towards a direction, your wishes, your wish fulfillment. We have freedom. Some of you are breaking free. I told you there's a celebration coming in because if you were in like a hustle situation, you are changing and turning that to freedom of yours and adventures. This is like maybe moving, changes the moving, and also celebration in the sense of maybe honeymoon. I feel like freedom doesn't really, I don't know, because marriage can be also a space of freedom if you are really aligned with a partner. Another thing can be like a retirement or a traveling the world or finding something as a job if you want to work, or finding a passion that will really free you from your mind and maybe even bring such opportunities that you will be setting off to amazing new adventures. Now I'm going to pull another card here. This is going to tell us what is getting activated in your life, and then I'll pull a final message and let's see what's getting activated. We have Cosmic Flower here. The frequency of Cosmic Flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, which is, I believe we all come from the same source, but when we come in the human bodies, we don't remember where we come from. This can be a time for you to remember that. The core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. And that's why they suggest meditation and prayer, because when we actually shut the human mind, we can connect to that space and pull the things, the material things even, that we want into this reality as well. So there's a Cosmic Flower activating in your life. Watch out your thoughts and what you're focusing on, because you're going to probably pull them into your life very fast, okay? Let's see our final message. We have a unicorn right here. Wishes. Be careful what you wish for, as one wish will be granted. I feel like Cosmic Flower already said that to us. And like we have here 18, which is 9. We have 35, which is 8. Okay, back and forth. Basically, this is the fourth, this is the back. So your thoughts are just going to go, whatever that you put it on, it is going to attract it into your life. Okay. All right, beautiful Geminis, that's all for today. I would like to thank you for joining me, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.